My name is Kaden Nye, and I think you should know I'll be so happy with my own damn show. I think we're gonna have fun tonight, but you should all know this ain't the price is right. And now I'm so happy, this ain't no How Brown Cow. And now I think you know the project starts right now. If life is a hammock, then I'm lounging in it. I don't know why I did that. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Kaden Nye. Welcome to the project. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen, for joining us here today on this beautiful day. This is our first show. If you can't tell, design team and edit team put some happiness in the air, some shit. Good, I'm happy. Yay. Smiley face. Like I said, my name is Kaden Nye. If you don't know me, now you do. First of all, congratulations. I just made your life better. I was a Wheel of Fortune in 2023, and I won $19,334 in cash and prizes, plus a trip to Wyoming. Yes, one of the whitest places on earth. There's snow, white people, and look at this. It's like a needle in a haystack. First of all, I'm so honored to host this show, and I had a few words for a second, so if you just hold on for a second, I want to tell you these words right now while I have the chance. While I have the chance, this is very important to me. Thank you. Now that we got that out of the way, I just littered. Now that we got that out of the way, now I'm gonna show you some news. First things first, we're gonna talk about President Tangerine. I'm used to it at this point. President Tangerine, he's done a lot in the last recent weeks. We're going to talk about him a little bit more in our desk segment a little later. I think you'll like it. But we're going to just say this. President Tangerine being the absolute fuckhole he is. President Tangerine, also known as Donald Trump, he tried to convince Canada to be the 51st state so they could get into his bubble dome. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, I think I can say it now. An official toddler is running our country. This is what he thinks will protect us from getting nuked. Yay. I'm littering all day today. I mean, obviously Canada said no because they're actually reasonable, but they actually tried to convince California, Washington, and Oregon, hope that's correct, to join Canada. Now, if they do join Canada, see it, bitches. You know I'm gonna move, because I can't stay in this shithole. I refuse to stay in a shithole we call New Jersey. This is New Jersey. This is New Jersey. This is New Jersey. This is the definition of New Jersey. Spray tans, cheetah, and Michelle Visage. Even though she's an icon, put a crown on her. So realistically, it's Donald Trump's dream woman. Now, let's talk about one of my favorite people in the world, Trisha Paytas. Trisha is pregnant with her third child. We wish her nothing but the absolute best. But, the Pope just died, like about a month ago. And, first it was Queen Elizabeth. Then it was someone else who died while Trisha Paytas was having her second baby. So the Pope's going to be reincarnated into Trisha Paytas' third baby. Now, we're going to try and think of some names for him. First things first, I was thinking Dara, because that's the name of my writer, and this man exists. This man exists, to say the least. Now, I was also thinking of another gay icon who could definitely, absolutely be the third child of Trisha Paytas? Kaden. I mean, obviously, look how gay he is. And so fun. But if you want to look actually like fun or something, you can name him Eop. EOEP. That's not Pope backwards, but it's close. Oh well, I tried. This show, none of this shit is scripted, let's be honest. None of this shit will ever be scripted. But you know what I've learned? We're going to have so much fun doing this over the course of our special run that we're having. Now, I'm going to transfer over there. It's called a desk. You can't see it, but it exists. I'm going to transfer over there. We're going to have a desk segment. But right now, you are going to watch an ad about steroids. We'll be right back. Interesting. Oh, wow. Never would have expected that. Oh, I forgot you existed. I'm sorry. Ladies and gentlemen, we're back with the project. Thank you so much for joining us here today. First of all, we got to look at the new studio, because this is our first time being here. Thank you for just looking at the studio with me, and look, Stitch and everything here, it's an honor to be here, to say the least. But, I was asked a question, and the question was, Kaden, where do you want the show to go? What do you want the thing to be for this show? And there's no thing for the show. This show is not meant to be prepared, because it isn't. This show is about to be fun. That's all we need. Because if we can make this show fun and happy, that's all we need in life. Late night shows have followed the same generic brand. I'm not going to try and follow that mold. I'm going to try and be different from the crowd. We're not going to, do games and dance all the time like Jimmy Fallon, or just mock Trump all the goddamn time like Colbert, or same thing with Kimmel. We're going to try and be different, pop culture and news. It just, be a little bit different from the crowd. Let's mix up the system a little bit. Now, with all that being said, it's time for my favorite thing of the week. It's bad news. But, with all the bad news that happens these days, it can get kind of tiring. Maybe someone can do it in a very flashy and cool way in a 7-minute segment. I know that guy. Me. This is the hit list. This is what we're going to be talking about today in our beautiful hit list. But first, I gotta give a disclaimer because, unfortunately, legal reasons. The project does not meant to be anything for anyone. It shows my teenager. And if you do not get offended, you actually have balls. Everybody, let's go fuck yourself. Signed, the project. With that, let's begin. Trump is back in the news again. Like I said, Trump joke, last one of the day. He starts being a moral asshole again. Shocker! This week, he endorsed the arrest of Gavin Newsom, the governor of California. When a CNN reporter brought it up at a press conference, Trump responded, quote, "I think it's great. Gavin likes the publicity, but I think it would be a great thing." I made my own statement here with my own experience with Trump. Put it right here. Yes, I do think Mr. Newborn had it coming for him. He mistook me for a tangerine and sucked my hair 20 years ago, which caused a permanent scar on my hair. Ugh. I refuse to spend money on the hairdressers because they're lower class and I'm extremely rich. So now I do my hair this way as a result of that fiend's doing. I could have sued him for sexual assault. Anyway. It's time to hand me a rose, but leave me the thorns. The Diddy trial is still underway in its second or third week. I don't fucking know. But the Diddy trial is underway in its second or third week. And his ex girlfriend Jane claimed that Diddy was, quote, bi curious. But meanwhile, still kind of curious if Johnson & Johnson's stock is okay considering, he had a lot of it following his arrest. You know, Baby Oil is transparent. He had 1,000 bottles of lube. I think he honestly would have been the same color of protagonist of a Netflix teen drama and it would have been beautiful. In the world of pop culture, BTS is in the news. All 7 members of BTS enlisted in the military, and they have all just been discharged. Thankfully, this proves that there was just no dynamite in their way. Yeah. Granted, their fans were probably what warranted them to join, as they themselves caused a lot of wars. Twitter wars. It's time to put $250,000 down payment on a concert ticket for seats that aren't even that good. Taylor Swift has filed a restraining order for a stalking fan and claims that he, quote, makes her worry for her safety. But Taylor, just a little bit of advice for you. Play your discography to scare him away. It's like a raccoon. Every time he hears your music, he wants to take his ears out or do this. But the one thing about Taylor Swift, her fan base is insane. You can send them after him too. I mean, it'd be a win-win. But another thing about Taylor Swift's fan base, they could actually succeed in raiding the Capitol. Okay, that was the last Trump joke. That was the last Trump joke. I promise you. I promise you. That, make a promise right there, Dara. Right there. And finally, kiss my ass and call me Donovan. A South Florida man was arrested recently named John Publix, and he was arrested from stealing at the same namesake store. But it wasn't smart to rob a Publix in public. We got a great jury today, and we're gonna have a weird conversation in general. The project comes right back right after this. We're back, ladies and gentlemen, with the project. Shockingly, we haven't been canceled yet, and we're like 20 minutes into the show. How good is that? The reviews are amazing. I mean, look at this. This is beautiful. This is very beautiful. This is very beautiful. I think that's why I'm America's 49th sexiest man alive. But we're gonna get a whole lot worse now. Now, I'm hosting a late night show. Now, you know how most late night shows, they have some sort of guest or two on there. Well, I've went up to all those bitches because we have two guests on our show today. But the thing about this is they aren't a jury of your peers. They're a jury of my peers. I'm going to tell you who we're joined by today. We're joined by Michael Groff. Honestly, he's one of the funniest people you will ever meet, and I can't wait to see his take on some of these weird-ass questions that I have. And we also have Chris Belmont. Chris is also a great person and a great human being, and I can't wait to see what he has in store for us here today. I hope you enjoy this, because this is the jury of Kaden Spears. Groffy and Belmont are my first guests
What's
on the
up?
project. They're right over here because I can see them over there. And I can't explain how excited I am that you guys are the first guests of this show. And I'm just honored to be in your presence.
Thank you, man.
That,
Thank you for having us.
that you let me do this shit.
Yeah,
You're the first ever guests on the show. So I feel like I can't wait to see where this show will go.
yeah.
I'm excited.
Definitely excited. Definitely excited.
But first, I think we have to ask the question all of America and Camden Catholic are thinking right now.
Um,
Michael, what happened to your hair?
You feel me? Like I just kind of didn't want to deal with it this summer, so I kind of just buzzed it off. So as
Chris Chris, you bleach blonde your hair or something?
I did, yeah. So, about like halfway through the school year, I got a text from Michael one day, just out of nowhere. being like, yo, this summer, me and you, Bleach Buzz, you in? I'm like, sure. And then summer came, and then here we go.
Damn, that's epic. Now, here we here we go. Now, my first question to you is a very, very, very hard news question. Everybody should know this. There's a correct answer.
Uh-oh.
Is Taylor Swift overrated?
Ooh, okay.
Um,
I would
Personally,
say
I'm
yes.
saying yes.
Thank you.
Now, don't get me wrong, she's a good artist, but just I don't know. There's not much in life that deserves that much hype.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. She didn't cure cancer, so
Exactly.
You see, Michael, oh, I would give you such a high five if you were here. Alrighty. Now, here's our next question. What do you think is the meaning of life? Yeah, there is none.
well, the meaning of life is to be born, reproduce, and then die. That is
Well,
the meaning of life.
In other words, sex.
Something along the lines of that.
wow.
You're born to have sex. I mean,
You're not wrong.
Um, that's
but now with
interesting.
society, I mean, yes, that's still like the goal. Like biologically, we're here to reproduce and die. But society wise, you kind of just you grow up, you go to school, you work, and then you die. So
Interesting. I really like that. I really like that take. I feel like very reasonable. That's a very reasonable take. Very reasonable take. That's why this is such a hard hitting news show.
Yeah.
Such a hard hitting news show for a late night show that airs at 11:30 p.m. on weekends. This is insane.
that's
Now,
late.
what is better, suit ties, just like regular long ties, or bow
Bow
ties?
ties. Bow ties.
Oh, I gotta comment on it. It
Oh
depends on
wait.
what you're wearing.
A
All
suit.
right. Now hear me out. You're wearing a classic like three-piece, right? Like
Yeah.
jacket, vest, pants, rock a necktie, a normal long necktie. You're going maybe just the pants and the jacket or a tuxedo even, then you rock the bow tie.
I've never seen Batman wear a fucking long tie, dude. I'm going bow tie every time.
Well, he wears a lot of tuxedos, so
Yeah, because that's what the rich people wear. If you got a bow tie on, that just screams money.
I'm I'm extremely rich. I
can't
never
disagree
wear
with
bow
that.
ties. I'm extremely rich. 0.01%. I never wear bow ties.
Damn.
I mean, the
Oh,
only time I
okay.
wore a bow tie was at Cotillion, and that was uncomfortable.
Nah, I had a good
Ti-
time with my bow tie on
I
homecoming this
mean,
year.
ties in general, ties, bow ties, anything. I don't like it.
It's gonna be a pain in the butt.
Like I just
I
like
agree.
that's why I don't like wear suits with like ties on this show because I feel like that I don't want to be like official. This shit isn't real. Or this shit we don't have no fucking budget.
Yeah, exactly. So you can
Yeah,
wear
yeah.
whatever you want.
This is another very interesting question for you guys. Now, we all know quote unquote where babies come from, but where do babies really come from? And don't say sex because we all know that isn't true.
All right, so everyone knows that the babies get dropped off by the storks in the sky. Everyone
E-
knows that. There's a
exact
movie about it. I feel like it should be common knowledge at this point.
exactly. That is the correct answer. Unless we bought, I mean, my mother said she bought me from the store, so I think, am I
Oh,
adopted? Probably.
oh,
Do you have any comment on that, Michael?
Nah, no man. No comment. I think
we're,
stories. Yep.
uh, we're just pleading the fifth, and I like that. I enjoy that. Now, trivia question. What number am I thinking of?
Oh shit.
give us a range. Give us a range.
1, 2, 50,000.
Okay, we're gonna go 450. Wait,
12,345.
No,
45,000.
no,
49,999.
no.
Is it a 30,000 number?
It's close.
is it like a 30-minute station?
29,999.
No, Michael already said that.
No, I said 49,999.
Oh, fuck me then. This is bullshit. Then.
Two.
Now,
Single
fine.
digit?
I'll range it to this 1 to 30,000.
Oh, so it's
30K.
30,000.
Now,
Damn it. 29,000.
it's in that area.
29,999.
29,999.
Yes.
I said
Damn, let's go, dude.
I said that, yo.
Did you? I didn't. I didn't wake
Yeah.
up then. Oh, my fault then.
All good, all good.
All right. What is the best sandwich?
Oh, now, all right. Now, what do we mean by a sandwich here?
Hot dog.
Oh God, a hot dog's a sandwich.
Yeah, hot
Apparently,
dog's a hot dog.
by
I feel like
sandwich.
I feel like a hot dog and a taco are in the same family.
Get the fuck out of here. That's ridiculous.
That's
It's a
not ridiculous
taco
to say.
taco. Because, dude, no, it's
No,
not.
no, no. See, I obviously they're different, but like that's the same type, the same class of food at least.
No, it's not.
It's got a bun or a tortilla or something that wraps around the meat in the center, like that.
But there's no sausage in between the. A, a
There's
sausage in
meat.
between the
There's
buns.
ground beef.
No, but that's not a bun, dude. Hot dog buns. Hot dog buns. Hot dog buns. Not hamburger buns. Hot dog buns. It's hot dog. They're not in the same realm. That's why they call them taco shells. Taco shells.
I know, but they're the same shape.
No, they're not. You want to
Yes, they are.
let's
Look
measure
at
the
a hard.
dimensions.
No,
You
no,
want to
no.
look at
Shut
the
up. No,
dimensions?
shut
Let's
up.
measure the
Look at a
dimensions. Let's measure
hard
the
taco
dimensions.
shell. Look at a hard taco shell.
Mm-hmm.
Look at a hot dog bun.
You want to measure the
It's
dimensions? Because we can do that.
same shape. I didn't say same dimensions. I said same shape.
Nope.
Damn,
Not the same shape, dude.
this has turned into a civilized
Hey,
debate. But
Very much.
they're not the same shape. A taco shell goes like this. A hot dog bun is like this.
But it's connected. It's connected.
Nope. I don't eat my hot dogs connected. I break the bun in half
Okay.
just to do that.
All right, but then when you buy the bun, it's connected.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
Not.
Yes, I could go to the store right now, pick up a hot dog bun, and it'll be
But you're broke.
connected.
So
What does that have to
God
do with
damn.
this conversation? So,
they're like $6, $7, yo. That's like it's expensive now, dude. But
dude, I know.
okay, next fucking question, dude.
Wait, what even was the question?
It was what is the best sandwich?
Best sandwich. Oh. All right, so like hot.
I've caused an
Oh,
international
wait.
divide.
So like,
From Chick-fil-A, you get the grilled chicken sandwich. That's the best. Good macros, good protein, good everything. It's very good for you.
Chris?
I'm saying like, can't go wrong with a good like Italian hoagie, in my opinion.
It's not a sandwich. Okay, it is. All right, yeah, it's a sandwich.
I
Or like you want something hot, you go like a meatball sub chicken parm sandwich.
Oh, you got my mouth watering. I love meatball parms.
I'm actually about to DoorDash food, bro. So,
My mom's making tacos on the topic of it.
I just said,
that's
damn,
funny.
y'all just actually have good dinners. I had chicken nuggets and lunch.
I wish I fucking had that shit, dude.
I had chicken nuggets and fries and lunch, and that's it. That's it with my shit. Now, I have a very interesting question. What do you think
Uh,
is the best cartoon in the history of cartoons? Because
SpongeBob
it's gotta be SpongeBob.
or now goes to SpongeBob.
I feel like SpongeBob is the obvious one. I
Well, if
have
you like, yo, when you think of like, yo, I'm gonna go watch a cartoon like SpongeBob, like that is just iconic cartoon. It's good. It's a kids show, right? Kids watch it, but like also you walk into an adult's house that got SpongeBob on the TV, you're like, all right, that's valid.
Yeah.
you know, you know what? I can't disagree with you. I asked my
Like if I saw an adult watching Paw Patrol, I'll be like, what are you doing, man? Come on, get a grip. But if I see SpongeBob on the TV, I'm like, yo, respect. What episode you on?
It's not ridiculous.
I can't. I can say this. I asked my cousin the same question, and she said Teen Titans Go.
That
That's all right.
is
That's all right.
a bit of a hot take.
It's an
To say
extremely hot
best,
take.
to say best of all time, it's a good show. Don't get me wrong, but to say
No,
the
I think
best,
that's like top three. That's in the top three.
I
but
feel
it's
like
definitely not the best.
Teen Titans is in the top three, not Teen Titans Go for me.
Teen
Because
Titans isn't a cartoon. I'd say it's more like a animation show esque.
Yeah,
eh,
I'm
like
I'm agree with Michael on this one.
Because that's too real lifey.
yeah, you're right.
Like Teen Titans Go really embraces like the stupid like cartoonish aspect in the animation.
I just love how Beast Boy is a simp every damn second.
Yeah, for Raven. Yeah, no, Starfire. Both,
No, Raven,
both,
Raven.
both.
Robin is the
Oh
one who
no,
likes
Robin
Starfire.
like Starfire. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh my god.
Yo, Beast
Now,
Boy's in them
this
goth
is
esque shit. Yeah,
yo, that was
reminds
my
me a lot of my buddy Brett Kia. Next question.
oh. Is that a call out? A little bit of a
Nah,
call
it's
out?
not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing. Yo, be who you want to be into, man. I don't got a problem with it.
I like that message. We're gonna put that message in the episode, hopefully. Dara.
Exactly.
This is just a message to my editor. Dara, make them look fucking amazing in this shit. This shit is going great.
Yes, sir, bro. Make me look better,
yes,
man.
thank you, Dara, thank you.
And that now here's my next question. Okay, Dara resume editing. You know the shit. Here's my next question. What would you do to ruin a dinner party?
Oh,
Start throwing shit. Like maybe pooping.
all
Oh,
right. Well,
okay.
here's a
Then let me
question:
tell you
Was I
something.
invited? Was
Yes,
I
you were
invited?
invited. Yes.
Oh, then I'm like taking I'm throwing stuff, just like Michael said. I'm gonna throw stuff. I'm spilling drinks. I'm knocking food off the table.
This is like the possum method. What you do is like any random event. Well, now we're talking about a dinner specifically. You bring in a dead possum, like kind of gutted and shit, and you throw it and see how people react.
That is kind of disgusting. If you ever did that to me, I'd
Exactly.
never invite you somewhere again.
Exactly. That's how you ruin it. I didn't say make it better, did it?
Fair, fair point.
Where are you getting the dead possum? Are you going out and killing a possum, or are you
Roadkill.
just trying to find a
Roadkill.
dead one?
Roadkill.
Okay.
If we're going off of roadkill, get a skunk. For me, at
Oh
least.
yeah, there we go. Oh, that stink like shit.
That motherfucker gonna stink the whole goddamn room up. So it's like, what the fuck? Here is my next, second to last question. Who is the best NBA player of all time?
Oh my god. It's,
Oh,
it's LeBron James. Okay, Chris doesn't know too much about this, but I'm gonna say LeBron James.
I'm not very educated in basketball, so I'm gonna step back from this question.
Michael, who is the best NBA player of all time?
LeBron James.
Interesting. Not even Kobe.
No.
Damn.
Oh. Kobe's not even top 10 player all time. And that's a question that's not everyone's ready for. Or an argument.
Damn. Oh, that's a hot. I feel like that's gonna be a hot take in the comments and the live feed or whatnot. But damn.
Anyone could take me up on that. I'd say that right now because I can name 20 players better than Kobe Bryant.
Do it.
Do it?
Do
Oh
it.
man, put me on the spot. I think I'd probably have to write it down. We'll go Kareem, LeBron, Jordan, Larry Bird. Ah, shit. Shaq, Kevin Garnett, Tim Duncan, Kevin Durant, Stephen Curry. How many is that?
That's 9.
9. All right. Who did I not say yet? I mean, there's guys active that I'd take over him. We'll go fucking. No, no. Wilt Chamberlain. Um, Bill Russell. It's 11. Ooh, I'm cooking.
Do, do, Oh
Do,
wait, I'm gonna get
do, do.
copyright for that. Am I allowed to do that?
Carl
You
Malone.
are.
Carl
I
Malone.
bet.
Carl Malone. Um,
Do,
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 Hakeem
do,
Olajuwon.
do,
do,
do.
do.
Hey, I'm pulling. These are not like
Yo, you need like Mike. You need like 6, 7 more. Come on.
7 more.
7. Okay. Shit, man. Hold on, dude. Who the hell?
Yo, Mike.
Moses Malone.
Who
You're like 6 away.
6. Shit.
is James Harden? Is James Harden in there?
Ah, shit. Nah. James Harden's not better than Kobe. No. Dwayne Wade.
That's 5.
Pick
We need 5 more.
Dwayne Wade, dude. That's okay. I'm trying to think. Like I'm comparing. Like
Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Pop. We're gonna get so copyrighted for this, but I don't give a fuck.
Kyrie Irving. No,
I don't think he's better than Kobe.
no, he's not better than Kobe. Damn.
You marinate on that shit. We're gonna like. I'm gonna. Here's what
Yeah,
we're gonna.
I think I'm done. I think that's all I can name. That's all I can think of.
Here's what I'm gonna do. Editor Dara person. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna probably edit that to make that a little bit faster. Michael, message me the top 20, and I'll put it in this episode.
I bet.
Our next question, in your opinions, because we're in summer and everything, like, why the fuck I wouldn't be able to do this shit within. I would not be able to do this shit within the school year. What is the happiest hour in summer vacation, or in general, in your opinion?
All right.
Probably like
Summertime, gotta go like, oh, that
it's
depends. Either
11 to
like,
like 11 to 4.
11. Yeah,
I'm saying either like Marlo said, like about 3 or 4, and then like sunset, like duh.
yeah.
I mean,
Yo, that
also like you could like kind of similar to that, like when it's getting a little cooler, a little later on, like maybe 6 or 7 at night,
yeah.
you
Nah,
know?
that's wrong. 'Cause I'm saying like anytime in like the early days of the summertime. It'd probably like like from like 6 a.m. to like fucking 5 p.m. is probably like prime time in the summer.
Yeah, I think
I
that's
I
what.
agree. I agree with that. Like prime time for summer activities, but then like also on a really hot day, you get to like dusk, like 8:30. It gets a little cooler, but the sun's still out, you know? That's
Yes.
a pretty good time.
I think like as long as the sun is up and everything just is peachy, that's the happiest hour for me.
Yeah.
This now our final question. We're gonna end off for our other viewers. We're gonna end off every interview with this next question. I would guess that we all are great friends. Describe our friendship in 5 words, Chris.
Or like our friendship, like me and you.
Yes.
All right, let's see. 5 words. New, because I just
Very.
met you this year. Let's see. I'd say we're pretty close friends already, even though
Yeah.
I haven't known you that long. Talkative,
Very.
funny, creative.
Well, thank you. And then Michael.
Philosophical, unique, um, exciting, spontaneous, um, very happy. Happy friendship.
I enjoy that. I appreciate that. Now, folks, I appreciate that, and you've brushed my ego immensely. So I thank you for that. At the end of every interview, I always have something nice to say about my dear guests. So here we go. Chris, you are a very funny person and a man who is manly, and I appreciate that.
Thank you.
Mr. Groff, you probably have the best buzz cut I've seen in 15 years, and that's a compliment.
Thank you, dude. It's better. I know it's better than Chris's. Don't even. I know.
Oh, you got some balls saying that.
At the end of the day, you two are the first ever guests on the project, and I could not have asked for any more fun, lightness. This shit isn't meant to be real. It's meant to be a fucking joke. And it's just like, I'm just so happy that y'all came to do this show, and we're so happy that you're here. Please come back one day, please.
Oh,
Of
definitely,
course.
definitely. Thank you for having the two of
Just
us.
not with this
It means a
circle.
lot. Oh, fuck
Absolutely.
yeah. All right.
We have Michael Groff and Chris Belmont, everybody. We'll be back with my final words, which are gonna be unique. Stay tuned.
Welcome back. It's time for Kaden's final words. Our first show is done. My question to you, what did we learn? I can answer that. Absolutely nothing. But at the same time, we also did learn that P. Diddy was watching. Trump can go. And this first show has been... and also, I've also realized this is what all my writers have been on. They have issues. Anyway. Our first show is in the bag, done, deal. I'm just so happy that we got to do this, and I'm just grateful that I get to host this show. We have 5 more episodes left. I, of course, want to thank Chris Belmont and Michael Groff. I call him Groff just in general. My first 2 guests. Stay tuned next time when we have Adriana Plaza and Anaya Vidro. And one more thing, John Oliver, you made this shit. You better own up to it. Our goal in this show, I lied. We do have a goal. It's to get John Oliver on this fucking show. John Oliver, you made this shit. You better reap what you sow. My name is Kaden Nye. This is The Project, and we will see you next time. Good night. Roll the fucking credits.
I'm bored. Da 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 da.